Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm going to give it a couple minutes and then I'm going to start for tonight. So just a couple minutes. Okay. Well, good evening. My name is Elena Kingethi, and I am the proud owner and CEO of EK Management and Associates located right here in Raytown, Missouri, suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm super excited today. I'm super excited today. I'm so excited. And why am I excited? I am excited today because I had a client that is opening a passenger business. He's going to be transporting passengers. Like we're opening up a company for him where he'll be his company that he's opening is going to be specializing in transporting students from high school, middle school, primary education. And I'm excited about it because we've been working on it and it's coming together. And through my research, I just didn't realize one of the things, like when you look at opening a passenger transportation business, a lot of it, the regulations, the rules, and things like that, is the same as opening up a semi trucking company, you know. But as I've been doing my research, one of the things that I found is a lot of these kids that need transportation, like they're homeless or foster kids. And it just really touched my heart, you know, as I was doing the research and looking at the statistics and the numbers and this and that. And I'm like, wow, you know, we have a major epidemic of homeless children, foster children, and things like that, you know. Anyway, so I'm excited because to be a part of something like that. And myself, I have a nonprofit where I help young women, young girls, just kind of get their life, do life skills training with them, mentor and coach, you know. And so it just kind of brought me out of trucking for a minute and brought me into my nonprofit help people mode, you know. Ashley has a nonprofit as well here in the office, Justice for Angels, and it exists to help the parents of murdered victims, like children that were murdered. Children are children; they're innocent. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we, as a society, take their innocence away. But children are innocent anyway. So that's what I'm excited about today, and I'm here working. I've been working on this business plan, and I finally got it done. Like, it's so thick. The book is so thick. And, sometimes quietness is good. I was in the office all by myself, so I could just get a lot of stuff done, get it all together, get the whole book completed. And I'm just really excited. You know, we're going to go look at the vehicles and things like that. So I'm excited. Anyway, so I said, well, I haven't did a YouTube video because I've been so busy, super busy. And I have to share with you guys, I have at like the most peaceful point in my life right now. so much peace right now. I was so stressed out a couple of months ago, but right now I'm just so like at peace. I'm so at peace. But anyway, I wanted to open up tonight. If anyone has any questions about trucking or anything like that, before I get started with my topic for tonight, are there any questions about anything? Questions. I'm taking questions right now. Free questions, free answers. Okay, if they're not. So, what I wanted to talk about tonight is ports, the ports. I don't know, like, if you live in a state or in a city that they're building ports. You know, Atlanta has a port that's being built right now that's going to be huge. You know, Texas has a port that's going up as well. Ports, when you pay attention to the economy around us and you pay attention to business around us, at every element of business, transportation and logistics exists. Whether it's like my client now doing some type of transporting of passengers, or whether it's doing, cargo transport. I don't, as I was doing my research, I saw again, which I already knew, transportation is such a growing industry. And it's so many different sectors in the transportation industry. Once you learn and you get into this industry and you learn the basics of it, it can take you just about anywhere. You might have a bad experience in one area, but with the knowledge and the education you have, you can go just about anywhere in the world dealing with transportation, dealing with logistics. Sometimes we open companies and we open businesses and things might get tough and things might get hard, and we're sitting there, we signed up for this broker class, paid all this money for the broker class, and now we haven't got a shipper and trying to figure out where the shipper's going to come from, this and that, you know what I'm saying? But it's through your diligence and through your hard work and through your experience in this industry that you learn so much. And when you learn it, you can just about take it anywhere you want to go with it. There are so many avenues and roads that you can take in the logistics industry. Maybe you started a trucking company, maybe it didn't work out for you, and now you're trying to figure out, okay, what way am I going to go? What route am I going to go? It's so many different ways. You learn so much in trucking. I'm telling you, I feel like I just went through a PhD crash course. Like, I knew a lot at first, but over these last couple months, honey, I am ready. Like, I am a better teacher. I'm a better trainer. I'm a better businesswoman. Like, it has grown me and made me so much stronger, So I'm saying that to say that if you're looking at getting in trucking, definitely, it's a good industry to go into. And so the ports, okay, so when you see these ports being built and when you see things being manufactured and you see the economy is on an uprise, know that transportation has to be somewhere. So, hey, Miss Mecca. So, you know that transportation has to be somewhere in the equation. So, you got a port, right? You got stuff that has to come in on the port. Number one, you got ocean freight, logistics, transportation. Number two, you have what's called drayage. Drayage, drayage. You're not sure what drayage is. Drayage is basically when you get things from the port, like in order to go into the port. Hey, Mr. Gerald. In order to go into the port, you have to have what's called a TWIC card. And so not every carrier has a TWIC card. Hey, Michelle. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. You have really been on my mind. I should have texted you because you've been on my mind a lot. But anyway, the drayage is basically some carriers aren't they don't have the certification that they need to go into the port. So when you have a port, you might have a carrier. What's called drayage is, okay, I pick the stuff up from the port and then I take it to a warehouse facility. When I take it to a warehouse facility, then the trucking company, the over-the-road OTR trucking company is going to come get it, take it wherever it needs to go. So drayage right there, it's, we got to connect it. We got to connect. Well, after this, I'm going to text you. We have to connect. So once you get it once you take it, from the port to the warehouse, That's called dray. To the warehouse, the people, the over the road OTR company or LTL company is going to come and pick it up. So you have, let's say you want to get in trucking, but you don't want to go over the road. You want to get your hands in it, but I don't want to go all over the place and this and that. That's what people tell me all the time. Okay, so do something local. You know what I'm saying? You can have local moods. You never have to leave your state. You never have to go all over the place. I get people that tell me, well, I want to get a truck, but hey, Miss Yolanda, I miss you, girl. I miss you. I haven't heard from you. I get people all the time. They're like, I want to get in a trucking, but I don't know how to drive a truck and this and that. Honey, I don't know how to drive a truck, and I have absolutely um, no type of like will motivation to learn how to drive a truck. But guess what? I know how to handle the back end. I know how to manage a trucking company. I know how to get loads for a trucking company and make sure the trucking company is making money. I know how to make sure the trucking company is in compliance. I know how to make sure the trucking company, the drivers are operating like they're supposed to. I know how to do the payroll for a trucking company. I know how to run the back office of a trucking company. I just don't know how to drive the truck, and I don't want to learn how to drive a truck. So you have so many, again, ways that you can go into it. If you want to do that management side of it, if you want to find the loads, if you say, I want to own the truck, but I myself, don't want to be on the road, you can do that. I have most of my clients are people that bought trucks and they're not on the road. You know what I mean? They're just managing the truck and allowing it to grow. How do you find good loads? There we go. There are some questions coming. How do you find good loads? How do you find good loads? Are you talking from a broker standpoint or are you talking from a truck standpoint? Are you saying how do you find good loads from shippers? So you're saying from shippers, how do you find good loads from shippers? Is that what you're saying? You're a broker and you're trying to find good loads from shippers, or are you saying that you're a trucking company and you're trying to find good loads from brokers? I just don't want to answer the question wrong. If you're trying to find, if you're a broker and you're trying to find good loads from shippers, that is all in your lead generation. How are you generating your leads? What companies are you calling? How to find good loads like Good Shippers. Got you. Okay, so that's in your lead generation. That is knowing what leads to call, knowing what areas to call, what areas to market, and what are you saying when you call them? What is your scripting like? What's your sales process like? What's your follow-up through like on them? Are you getting the loads, but they're just like bottom of the barrel loads? Or are you just not getting any loads? There are two differences. If you're getting the loads, there's just crappy stuff that they're giving to you, then that means that, okay, you know how to get shippers, which is awesome and great. You know how to create the conversation. You know how to create the movement. So now look for a different industry to go into. Look for a different different part of the country to go into. Every industry is not good. I'm not going to name off some because that would be training. But every industry is not good, and some industries that aren't good, they'll always give you loads. Like you'll always see all these loads. It will wear you out as a broker because they'll send you over all these load lists, and on the list the rates are so cheap. I can't cover this stuff. So I learned through the years when I used to broker. I knew whose list was like crappy and I wasn't gonna cover it. I didn't even touch it. But I went to, again, just the industry. What industry are you marketing to? So if you're getting through to people, that means there's nothing wrong with your marketing. Now take your marketing and your sales to another level and go to an industry that is producing some freight and willing to pay the money for the freight. That's just your lead generation and your industry. Any other questions tonight? If there are no other questions, I am going to, tell you guys about my August deal. I have an awesome August deal where I am doing $500 crash courses. $500 crash courses. What's a $500 crash course? $500 crash courses, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday online freight broker dispatching training. You either get freight broker or you get dispatching training. And I'm sorry, it's Saturday and Sunday. And it's online and it's $500, which is very, very cheap. If you've ever taken one of my trainings, you know it's cheap. And you know, I get people that come to my trainings and they're always like, Elena, you charge too low for all the information that you give. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to make sure, you know, people can afford it, you know, and I'm running like pink ladies again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like all for women getting in this industry, doing what they need to do, making it happen. As women, sometimes, you know, we let people discourage us. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, I get emails and I'll call them and I just want to tell them so bad, you know, let me talk to my fiance. Let me, do you have strictly sales training? Or what industry has quarter training with the candidate? But yes, I do shipper sales training. I do have a shipper sales training. You can email me info at the theekm.com. Info at the theekm.com. And yeah, I do shipper training, just sales, straight sales training. And a mentoring program with it as well. Anyway, so this is like one of my Urkums. You know, I like a lady might send me an email, and you know she's really interested, want to get in training, want to do this, want to do that, you know, and I talk to her, and she's so excited and this and that, and then she's like, I have to talk to my fiance, I have to talk to my husband, and I'm just like, okay, sweetie. Because sometimes after that conversation, we never hear from her again, you know. And I am not telling anybody don't talk to your fiance, don't talk to your husband, or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you know, when you have a dream in your heart and your dream is your dream, nobody else might not see that dream. Nobody else might not. Ladies that came to training, I've had a few ladies like this, you know, and she was like, I'm talking about one in particular, but I've had a few throughout the years, you know, and she was like, my husband wasn't on my side, my kids weren't on my side, but I said, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to come here, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get it done. And I was like, honey, I'm so proud of you. You know, when I learned that, my life began to shift, you know. Even like when I was married, you know, you might say, well, you're divorced now, da 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 da. My divorce had nothing to do with me deciding to do a business, though, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it made me a better woman when I decided that, you know what, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. And if it's something that I want to do, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do it. And I don't care what role you play in my life. This is what I decide to do. And this is the step that I decide to take. And I'm going to take it, you know. And at the end of the day, if you divorce me because I decided to do something I felt like was better in myself, not because I cheated on you, not because I had a baby out of wedlock, not because I cussed you out, not because I did but because I did something to try to take control of my life and try to live my life and do, you know, better myself, better our family, better our kids, better things, and you decide that you want to divorce me and walk out, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I just think if he divorces you because you took a training class, he probably was on the verge of divorcing you anyway, sweetie. But I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know, I just, in all seriousness and honesty, I think that as women, sometimes we're so much of nurturers. We're so much of making sure everybody else is okay that sometimes we forget about us. You know, this whole single journey I've been on these past 4 years, it was hard at first, you know, it was painful at first. I remember nights being depressed, crying in my bed, just all kind of stuff, you know. But when I came out the depression, honey, I found a whole new Elena, you know, Elena that, like, I'm just chilling, I'm cool, you know, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. I have goals, I have dreams, I have aspirations. It gets hard, it gets tough, or whatever, whatever. And anybody who steps into the circle and steps into this life, you got to know this is my life. This is what I do. I am building something for myself, for a legacy to be left behind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I cannot stop building because you're not on the building block with me, because you want to make sure I come home and cook you dinner. You want to make sure the kids get this and get that. When I was in Mary Kay taught us that. Like Mary Kay Ash was a beautiful, wonderful lady, and she taught us that. That hey, Tara. But Mary Kay Ash, she taught us that. She taught us that you can still be a wife, a mother, and everything, and at the same time, you can be a businesswoman. At the same time, you can go after your dreams, you can go after your visions. It's not that you neglect everybody else, but sometimes, it's a matter of organization, it's a matter of structure, it's a matter of making the people that are close to you mad. Okay, you might be mad because I'm going after what I think is for me, so you might get mad, but I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this. I have to do this. I'm going to come up with my $500, my $1,000, whatever I need to come up with. Rain, sleet, snow, get there, get it done, and honey, rock this business. And for those of you that have a business, that started a business, maybe it's not even trucking, but you didn't follow it through. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get at us, because we always starting something and then we don't follow it through. And so they think that, oh, she's starting something else. She ain't going to do this. She ain't going to do that. Get it done. Business is hard. Business is so hard. I'm so serious, but if you're not hard, then you can't be in it. Business is for hard people. You got to be hard. So just because something failed, just because something didn't work out or whatever, take whatever out the closet, take the Pamper Chef back off the shelf, go sell it again, get the knives back out, start sharpening them, go sell them again. You got an entrepreneur, seed in you, an entrepreneur spirit in you. Don't let the hard stuff stop you. I'm so glad that with my ex-husband, I would come in and I would be like, I tell this story in my training all the time. I would be like, I quit. This is too much. I quit. And it was always something that would not let me quit. You know what I mean? I quit a lot of stuff in my life. Like, I'm a brat. I'm a spoiled brat. And so if I don't like something, I walk away. If I don't like you, I walk away. If I don't like something, I walk away. And so but it was something about this that wouldn't allow me to walk away, Miss Yolanda. I can remember day by day, getting frustrated at everything, and the young lady who's brokering, trying to cover loads and this and that, you know what I'm saying, and getting so frustrated, but never walk. Okay, I don't know what happened, but it zoomed me out for a minute. My phone has been going crazy. Oh wow, okay. My phone has been going crazy. One of my clients who took one of my training, he just texted me they're about to book their first load. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. He just texted me, we're about to book our first load. I'm so nervous. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm so nervous. All right. He said I'm so nervous. But anyway, to finish my little rant, I just want to give somebody some type of encouragement tonight. So I'm doing Awesome August because as women, now is the time we're getting the kids in school. Everything is about the kids. You got to get the kids' uniform. You got to get her hair braided. You got to get his hair cut. You got to get her hair cut. You got to get the clothes. You got to make sure that the clothes match. You got to, for teenagers, you got to go to the mall and let her throw a fit because the shirt is so short and you don't want her to wear that and she wants to wear this and this and that. Anywho. So, I'm doing Awesome August for Women, $500 crash courses in the weekend. You will learn what you need to learn. Believe me, you'll learn what you need to learn. I did one of these courses like last month, and it was good. It turned out really good, And the ladies that took the course, they're doing good. now. A couple of them have emailed me. They're booking loads, moving loads, and things like that. Actually, one of the guys that I did the crash course with, he's the one that just text me saying that he has a load that he's booking. So I'm super excited about that. Like, I'm about to get off of here and coach him on what to do next. Anyway, that's what it's about. Doesn't take all day to make money in trucking. When I tell people the type of money that moves in trucking, they can't believe it. It doesn't take all day. Anyway, if you're interested in signing up for a crash course this month, when I say crash, meaning that you do like 4 to 5 hours on Saturday, 4 to 5 hours on Sunday, so you get the same content and the same information. It's just that the course doesn't go 4 weeks and it doesn't go 4 or 5 days. Everything is done in that time period. Anywho, shoot me an email, info at thetheekm.com. info at thetheekm.com. I'll be doing the crash courses throughout the month. So send me an email. I'll let you know the schedule. I'm limiting the classes, especially for a crash course. I cannot have a lot of people in one class. Like, I cannot. It's important to me that everybody gets what they need to. Anywho, you guys have a nice night. I'm going to get out this office because it's like 8:30 and go home and rest. So anyway, thank you guys very much. Have a nice night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.